So tell me, how long have you been doing your art?
I've been doing it for about over 15, 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you start?
It was mostly, I taught myself, self-taught artist.
Uh-huh.
But my grandma was telling me that she was saying I was given a gift. She didn't say I was gifted, but she said I was given a gift. And this gift is not for me to keep, it's for me to share. So I can't keep it, it's got to go out. So that's what she was telling me about it.
Yeah. So your art is
Self-taught, yes.
self-taught, but it's giving.
Yeah.
How does your spiritual sort of self merge with your art? How does that?
More of a connection to the animals and the land and a respect for the elders. I was raised by my elders, my grandmother and my father's parents. I was raised by my grandparents, so they instilled the old ways of the teachings to respect the land, respect the animals.
Mm-hmm. Your art almost always includes animals, doesn't it? Yeah.
Because I like being in the forest to get new ideas from the animals.
Yeah. And you grew up on Cowichan Island?
Island.
Yeah. How old were you when you left Cowichan Island?
I was about 9, 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that's where my heart belongs. I wish I could go back though.
Is that right?
I just try and create places, create it. But I know I can't go back. So.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite animal spirit that?
The killer whale. Yeah, my grandmother told me that we're related to the killer whale, that we're descendants from the killer whale.
Oh.
So she told me that if I ever see a killer whale out in the waters, you never know, it might be one of your own relatives. Because when people say when you pass, you can become a killer whale after. So.
Because you're related to the killer whale. Yeah. So what are your aspirations for the, for the days, months, years to come? What do you hope for?
I mostly want to share what I have, share art. I'm proud of who I am, where I come from, and I'm proud of my elders, and to make my ancestors proud of what I do.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of my ancestors, so that's what I'm trying to do, is make my ancestors proud.
Touch just briefly on your technique. How do you do what you do? What's your technique? The most important emphasis on?
The blending of the colors. It's like I pour the paint on one side, all the colors I'm going to use, and then I kind of like squeegee it across, and it blends the colors together. So that I do it that way because the paintbrush, you see your paintbrush marks if you use a paintbrush.
Oh, okay.
But if you like smear it across, you don't see no paintbrush marks. So that's the beginning of and then I put the art on top of it after.
Yeah. So that smooth surface to work on. Yeah.
So it's always the background what I start with first. So
Yeah.
Then the animals, the land go on top of it.
And I notice in many of your images you'll have an actual picture of the animal and then a representation.
Yeah. Who inspired me too? She's non-native. You probably know her as Sue Coleman. She would put the real animal and the native design together.
Okay.
It's like that's where I kind of got my ideas to put the animal and the native design together.
Yeah.
Because I'm inspired by the animal, so why not put the animal in there too? So.
What do you hope people see when they're looking at your art? What do you think they?
To see the patience. There's a lot of patience into it, and to appreciate it, because how it fascinates me that it can take something from the mind, put it on paper, and people will appreciate it.
Yeah. It's sort of language, isn't it?
Yeah. You have your own animal spirit too. And maybe someone might connect to it through their own.
Yeah.
Like if somebody likes to joke around a lot, they might be connected to the raven because he's the trickster. So,
yeah.
And if somebody is serious and doesn't joke around, they might be connected to the eagle.
Yeah.
Because he's more of the power and wisdom.